Hey y'all, it's me, Barb. How you doing? Oh, you goodness. Oh, you goodness. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, goodness sakes. What an interesting time this is. I know you don't want to keep hearing about what's going on here, but, and I'm not showing you graphic stuff. You can see that stuff. I'm moving my camera. You see little Daisy down there? She's resting. We just had a little thing I'll tell you about in a second. Anyway, I guess I can pick this up. Oh, goodness sakes. Anyway, I can't do it. I don't know. Oh, anyway. I say that word so much. So, how are you doing, my Barb's besties? Thank you all so very much for your beautiful, heartfelt, sweet, genuine, caring, compassionate messages to me. I have read all of them. You know, I've always tried to reply to everyone, and I really can't, you know, right now, but I've done as many as I think I can, and I know other people replied back, and I'll look at those too. You all, life is amazing. It has been a month since, well, I call it a month. It's really short of a month, but 4 weeks ago, Wednesday, is when we were rushing around our house. Yeah, I'm looking at the time. It's around 11, and just trying to get things up off the floors and get everything packed and get out of there to get to a hotel. And I had finished totally recovering from COVID, but I was doing better. I tested negative. So for me, I kind of count it as the month mark for me now. A month, it's 2 days short of a month, or 3 days short of a month for other people, how they count it. But it's amazing what's happened. I mean, our government, our city government, and I say kudos to our mayor, kudos to our county commissioners, the city council, everyone's starting to, you know how it is with a child when they're not feeling well and they're kind of out of it, and it's kind of like, just get me through this, mama, daddy, whatever, adult caregiver. But you know they're getting better when they start to complain. I'm sorry to say, some people are complaining. I'm just like, this is not the time. We're still recovering. And it's so hard because if you live in a certain area that's devastated, you don't know what it's like anywhere else. And then if you're in an area that's not so bad, just had some trees down, then you go, oh, or you go downtown, you go, oh. And yet we still all don't have drinkable water. I guess maybe some do who have a well or something. They were supposed to get those tested. I don't know. Some people have, some people haven't. So what I'm trying to say is that, but it's amazing how many, like, they're picking up debris every day. You know how I said the ambulance changed to helicopters, and I felt like the helicopters changed to the sound of chainsaws. And, now I just feel like the chainsaws have changed to the sound of Amazon truck, first Amazon truck I've seen. Well, we saw one in the whole month, and you'd see, I don't know, countless numbers in a day. Saw one yesterday. UPS saw maybe one or two in the past week. So they're starting to come. So that's great news. The good old USA mail, that's been coming now. Not every day, but some days. But where I live, I had told you that the Walgreens and the Lowe's was just gone. I mean, when there's 13 feet of mud to the rafters, and, I'm so sorry to say, and I'm not trying to be crass, but, human bodies were found in Lowe's, and the stories behind them, I know some of them, and so tragic. And I just pray and think of those families and that are hurting so badly, and, some are still in shock and are going to be in shock for a long while. I know that they're still looking for bodies, and I know that a lot will be further downstream. One woman was upstream in Swannanoa in her house. She wouldn't leave, and she was found, downstream 5 miles. So yeah, I know there's other tragedies going on, and I, think of New Mexico, and I think of Florida. I will be more conscientious when I hear about national disasters. I do try to stay on top of things, but, not always. But what I'm trying to say to you is today, I had to take Daisy to the vet, and And afterward I said, well, let me see. Let's just go this way that's been barricaded off. Let's just check. You know, maybe something's open. And everything isn't in the news. Some things are, some things aren't. But, I mean, it's just a fraction of life, right, that's really in the news. And I know I look a mess. I just don't care right now. I'm just trying to get through the day. And, you know, we have food in our house now. That's good. And there are Red Cross stations and National Guard stations, and a Wells Fargo bank has a station where they have, you know, potable water and washing machines and showers. And today I'm going to find me a shower again. I tell you every time I take a shower, I don't know why that is. Hey, handy wipes are my best friend. So today though, so I drove over and the barricade wasn't where it normally is. I said, So I drove a little further and they moved the barricade. And they're doing that in a lot of other places, like Biltmore Village. Now you can drive down Biltmore Avenue. You can still see stuff, you know, that's happened, but it's nothing like it was before. You couldn't even get near there. And same with this area, you know, where I live, you couldn't even get near the main areas, the main arteries, I'll call them. But now you can see down the road where there's no road, you know. And, you know, in our neighborhood, there was no road in certain sections, but these are huge chunks. And I think it's a bridge area. Isn't it a bridge? I'm not sure. But Lowe's will not remain there. They're going to move. And that's what I've been told. Who knows? And then I was told by an employee that Lowe's had lost $7.7 million, which... God, I can't even fathom. And the Walmart, they said they're going to shoot for 8 months from now. I don't know if they're going to, I guess they're going to stay there. I don't know. But what I want to tell you, this is the little things in life. And, you know, I hope I don't sound crass. You know, I wanted to share because life is different. There are certain things that are open. And everyone that's starting to open has, you know, if it's a restaurant or, you know, has a limited menu. A fast food place has a limited menu. Not all the fast food places are open, and neither are all the restaurants. But, you know, they can't do things with water and stuff like that. But, you know, they're grilling some burgers and stuff, things like that. However, I wanted to tell you that, now today is, I'm just going to tell you the date. I don't know when I'll post this. Today is, what day is it? Oh, it's Wednesday. I don't know, is it the 22nd of October? I don't know. Oh, my hair. I gotta cut it. That's something I could do. So you gotta make room for your emotions though too, right? Like my last video, I know I was boo-hooing and I wanted to get something cheerful up because I had some ideas, because there's been wonderful things happen and I want to share those with you and share the silver linings of different things and the flip side. I call them backdoor blessings, but I just haven't gotten to it. It seems like, well, there's not a lot for you to do, but there is, and things take longer. So the good news is, so we pulled in here, and Five Below is open, TJ Maxx is open, Ross is open, and Joanne Fabrics is open. I started crying, you all. Isn't that horrible? Oh, capitalistic country that we are, spoiled people that we are, or spoiled me, I should say. So I started crying. I said, Daisy, and Daisy was, I could tell, picked up Daisy's spirits, and the one park that Daisy likes to go to, well, she likes to go to a lot of parks, and they're shut down still, but one of the parks she really likes is about an hour away, and they were using that as a staging area for the disaster relief and recovery, and apparently most of it has moved out, or all of it's moved out. I don't know. I haven't gone there yet. So that's exciting news. So just having a little bit more normalcy helps, you know, like when we got power after, I don't know, was it 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks? That helped. And each time it helps kind of make you feel a little more grounded. So I wanted to share that with you. I think that our crumble stores have opened, and maybe I'll try to get that upside down banana cake or something. I'm just not there yet, quite yet. I hope to, because that's what most people watch are my crumbles, which that's great, but sometimes you just can't, I can't do it. I will, you know, I will do what I can do. But our little Daisy has had quite a time, and She's our little, let me fix this for you, Daisy. Hang on, you all. Let me just do this, Daisy. I just want to do this. There you go. There you go. She's slowing down. And she's like, what are you doing? I think I told you she's totally blind now, but so she can get disoriented. So we're trying to figure those things out. But I'm feeling so much better. Cold sores are gone, pretty much. They're just a little white lip now. And the upper, it was cut down here, but that's almost gone too. So they healed faster than normal, which was wonderful. So I have just, you know, ever since I got, you know, the dehydration, constipation, and the cold sores, now I'm just like, try to slow down, you know, just do a little bit each day. You know, it's trying to find that balance of time with Daisy, time with the three of us, excuse me, time for myself to rest, time for others, time to take care of different things, get in the yard and all that stuff. So just finding the balance of things, you know, gotta go somewhere to go do the laundry, gotta go somewhere to find a shower and all that good stuff. But it's all working out, and it's just in time. But I am so amazed by, I can't thank you enough. If you're sitting out there and you know of anyone from the United States or Canada that came here or are still here and doing recovery or disaster relief, just thank you. You all have been amazing. And I have to say, everyone in Asheville, and I know some people are getting a little snarky with the government or with whatever, but people got to do them. You know, I just can do me, right? And I can just hope that people can try to hold back and give everybody some grace. Nothing like this has ever happened in this area. And right now, when I'm talking to you, I'm looking out, and I got to show you what I see. You know, I can show you all the horrendous things, and you know, sometimes people go down to Marshall, go, it's devastating. That's the only place they've gone. They took the expressway, they went there. It's just like, well, you know, look in your backyard, look in Swananoa, still barricaded off down my road that I go. You can't go there. You know, Chimney Rock, my goodness sakes alive. I don't know if you've seen those videos, but you can put them in, you'll see stuff. You know, but I'm just amazed at the resilience and how people just like I said earlier, like little ants just, I'm talking too much probably once again, but I just wanted to say hi because I don't know if I'm going to get a video out, and I just thought, well, oh, let me show you, come on. Let me show you all. Okay, hang on. Oh, my hair's so long. I just chose not to look at myself. Well, that's my car beeping. Daisy, hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry. It's so good to see you guys. And, you know, I'll get to old me in a second. I'm going to turn this around. Well, let me just turn around. Look at the fall colors are right there. In amongst all this craziness, can you see those fall colors? You can't see the mountains from, well, you could see a mountain from here. I don't know if you can. Let me show you. But there's cars here. I didn't even know it was open. Oh, you probably can't see the mountain back here, but anyway. But let me just do a little twirl. I'll do a little twirl. I don't know if you can see the colors. Oh, so I just choose to try to, I believe in feeling what you feel. I think emotions are healthy. It's what you do with them and how you express them. But it's also all right to look at the beauty too. And, but yeah, people are starting to get on their feet. The schools are going to open, and they figured out the water system, and they're going to see how it goes. So that's great news. I think, you know, the kiddos are going to come back, and of course they're going to have to do some grief counseling in the schools because, you know, quite a few children are gone. And then they're going to probably do the whole, you know, holiday stuff. So, but I think they're going, I think that the schools are doing 4 hours each day. So, you know, I don't know. I remember in elementary school, basically you really did most of your learning in the morning, and then you just did the, you know, what we called it gym class, PE or art or music or whatever, recess, you know, because these kids, you know, they're going to be talking to each other and what happened to their homes too, and their friends and their families. Oh, it's such a crazy thing. And you know, this is happening all over the world. Don't think that I feel like it's just me or just us. You know, so many places were hard hit in Tennessee and, oh, just everywhere. It's just a big storm. I mean, and Florida, you know, St. Petersburg. Oh, goodness sakes. So, but it, you know, all over the world, things are happening all the time, you know. What about that geyser at Yellowstone? My goodness. And in New Mexico. But, you know, then there's wars going on too. So I know we can't concentrate on all the hard stuff all the time, or you can end up in a hole that's hard to get out of. Let me see if I can put this back in. So I just say with everything, you know, take a little slice when you're ready and chew on it. Try to digest it. Let it out. Oh, I'm just talking. There are things I want to say and do. There's so many. I don't know if I'll get to them. I can't find the friggin' selfie stick. Maybe I'll go in search of one someday. All right. I'm going to leave you be. I just want you to know that things are moving along. Things are getting better every day. There's much more potable water around. There's more washing machines and showers around, which is really nice. But I tell you, in our neighborhood, a lot of people still haven't come back. So I think that'll be one of the parts that I think I can't see. That'll be one of the parts that starts to feel, you know, back to normal when people start coming back to the neighborhood and all. But in time, you know, I try to be grateful for what I have, and I have a lot. So I am so fortunate and so blessed in comparison to so many people that are so struggling. And and I tell you, I just know there are so many people that live close to the river. I mean, homeless people, and heaven knows, I don't know if they'll ever find all of those people. I just have to say, you know, we just be grateful for what we have, and we try to be honest with ourselves and how we're feeling, and process them and let them be like the waves of the ocean. And then we try to see the beauty. I still believe in that. Still believe in the beauty and the joy and the goodness of each other. I mean, the compassion is just amazing. And when someone isn't, they're usually hurting. What is that old saying? If you hurt, you hurt. You know, what is that? Something like that. If you're hurting, you hurt others. Well, you don't have to. You can be hurting and still not hurt others, but you know, you gotta take some time. I'm just getting all talky. I'm gonna leave you be. Yeah, at the vet they had some things to hand out for free, so I got some bones. There's some homeless dogs still around, so I'm trying to get to them. And well, of course, there's a lot of them, I'm sure. Oh, I saw 2 bears today too. We were driving down the road, and they made it one lane. They fixed I know I told you about the bridge that caved in, but then there's another part of the road, a big part of the road had caved in and went in a mudslide. They fixed that, but then further they had one lane. They were fixing something else, and some limbs and trees went down. And then there were 2 like teenage bears trying to get in the trash. They've got to be hungry. Oh my. Anyway, I'm doing all right. I hope you are. If you're not, let me know. We can all support each other, and you know, each other can support each other on this channel. I have some things to review, actually, my trunk for the fall and for Halloween, and maybe I'll get off my rear and try to do some. But I'm just not trying to push myself at all, because that pushing didn't help me. You know that. So take it easy. Love you guys, and thank you so much for all your beautiful, beautiful comments and love and support and prayers. I feel them. I hope you feel mine too, okay? You take good care now, okay? Tally ho, my friends. Bye-bye.